Well, hi everybody. This is Steve with Thousand Year Home. So, like and subscribe if you like what you're hearing. Can one man build a house all by himself? And of course not. I'm getting help, but it's mostly me. So this weekend is me out here, and look, me and the farm truck. So when I first set this up over at the dealership, they wanted a name for it, and White Tiger or something like that, and I just said farm truck, and I thought that's a good homage to simple folks. It ain't much, but it's mine. It's honest work. So farm truck, reminiscent of perhaps Princess Bride, right? You got the farm boy thing going on. So little farm truck. Dropped her in 4-wheel drive. Hey man, that's a game changer for me though, because inside of that is a 7.2 kilowatt generator. So it means that all of these containers around me, I'm deliberately going to design them so that the house runs less than 7.2 kilowatts in general, or I'll have multiple banks that I can idle down or not. So but got a lot done, brought out of course Home Depot was supposed to deliver my foundation stuff 4 weeks ago. And it'll be next week, I'm sure of it. So then on top of it, I went ahead and got aggravated and went and got a Lowe's card, right? And they gave me a receipt that was a credit card, and it just worked. I just walked in, gave them a paper receipt with my credit card number on it at work. So then I got my card in the mail, my Lowe's card in the mail. I activated it, and I went and used it today, and they ran me through their fraud department. Oh my God. I said, listen, just stop it. It was all about a corporate America humiliating uh, their consumers. And it's no fun. It was no fun. So I'll go and I'll work with their fraud department when I'm not standing in line with, a ton and a half of stone. I'll tell you that much. So Lowe's is also on my crap list now. So Home Depot and Lowe's, big box stores are not to be trusted. Their CEOs make too much money, and they don't care about the little guy trying to get something done. So yeah, going to make me stand in line and then not even call an American base fraud department, which had no, I'm not calling and giving somebody overseas without U.S. laws all of my information, Social Security and all that. No, what in the heck is Lowe's thinking? It's ridiculous, but it's Synchronity. I think that's the name of the bank, Synchronity Bank. That's the same one as Guitar Center and the furniture stores. Come on, Lowe's. Go get Amex. Go get Amex. You want to know how a credit card does their job? Go get Amex. Anyway, I'll do a comparison, and I've got the local Smithville lumber yard here, and I'm going to go see them. I'm going to make an order, see if they can get an order delivered to me, and what's the time. I guarantee you that small town lumber yard will get me that order right away. Anyway, nonetheless, I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about your Lowe's card. I'm not worried about that. I'll use one of my others. And so I used my Amex, and it worked just like it was supposed to. Costco works just like it's supposed to too. So there's people out there that don't have to beat up on their customer, and I appreciate corporations like that. So listen, got out here. I'm going to go ahead and rotate the camera around so we can take a look at what I've got done this evening. It's daylight savings, so I got more daylight to do work. Now, if my old body could just handle the more daylight to do more work, I'd be in good shape. But the truth of the matter is, I get worn out here. So let me rotate this phone around. All right. So still working on the raising this thing up. This is now next week, if indeed Home Depot delivers what they promise, it'll be everything I need for a foundation. So I'm clearing the piers. That's where all of the pylons here are, where all the load bearing goes on these containers. So underneath this, I'll have a real foundation that'll go down on a post. And then I'm going to do something special with these. I'm going to do a cantilever deck out with these 6x6s. So now I am milling most of my own lumber, but I need this to be dimensionally accurate. And I'm milling this stuff with a chainsaw, so I know I can't even get close. So, I raised it up another, I'm going to guess 6 inches today. And stuck this up another 6 inches. That one's just, I just there must be a little tilt or a little lean on the container. I haven't leveled it out yet, but there's other piers underneath that, so that one that's just jammed in there isn't doing much of anything. In fact, I jammed it in there. It's the load's being carried by these 6x6s and on both ends. So got that done. I cleaned up this area so I can start working on that tomorrow. I might go and get more blocks and do that side as well. So I got that done. I brought out some more shelving, so I got that all set up. Really enjoying this truck. Gosh, I'm enjoying this truck. So there's all where the generator would plug in right there, and that's a 50 amp 240. So I'm in good shape. 2-phase, so good shape all the way around. I'm really digging this truck. I dropped it down into low and ran it through the cornfields where I'd be a little worried about anything else. While loaded, I had about a ton worth of blocks in there, and it's just a champ. And when the hybrid part of it, the electric part's on, this truck doesn't even kick on the engine. It runs just like a Tesla would, for example. So excellent job on Ford. I just can't say enough good about this vehicle. You know, I'll give maybe a 100-hour review, just like the tractor. When I grease the tractor up and do all that, I'll give that a review. But end of a good day. I'm setting up my bed. I'm going to camp out here tonight and get a good start tomorrow. I hope to get the other one up off the ground. Plus, I want to do some milling of some lumber. So, again, this is Steve with 1000 Year Home, and I really do appreciate you watching. And do hit that like and subscribe. And you know, everything that goes into building a house will be discussed. And pretty soon I'll be talking about different kinds of, because I'm going to wrap this container in one of 3 options. It's either going to be aircrete, it's going to be styrofoam concrete, or it's going to be rammed earth. And I'm really leaning towards rammed earth. So my goal tomorrow is to drill some holes and see if I have the right kind of soil to do rammed earth, because that's what I'm excited. And then the container itself will be my rebar. So, you know, really innovative solution. So, and even if it ends up being the aircrete, you know, the container itself will be the rebar. And I'll pour concrete on top of this thing as well. So lots of good things to see and learn. And I do appreciate having the company, because it's quiet and lonely out here. I don't even have the donkeys. The neighbor went and got his donkeys. He said, they wouldn't listen to me and come over. And I had already named them and everything. So, no, but I am glad they're not around here. They're little vandals. So I'm glad they're not around here tearing things up. So this is Steve with 1000 Year Homes, and thank you for joining me this evening.